Hey there, all you lovely peoples, and welcome back to the Pax Britannica, the British peace, a steampunk mod where America is still under British control. Last time we consolidated our grip on the Empire and begun researching several controversial technologies as we prepare for our great power struggle with France that is soon to come. We've begun mass producing amalgamates to invade, and with the Americans on our side, we will be unstoppable. The only way we could lose is if the king but wills it. Also, they did update it. Last time, all 6 of these level 1 aircrafts were connected to the same Teleforce engine, but now they've separated it into lightweight Teleforce engine and heavyweight Teleforce engine and split it into 2 separate paths. So that's very fun. So with that, we will continue to unify the Indian protectorates into the Indian Empire and approach Hawaii and do a lot of fun stuff until the next election in 37. And as the good guys that we are, we returned Okinawa to Japan and guaranteed their independence, so now they love us. And we love them. We'll be good friends as we do something together, maybe. Now we have to decide what to do with Taiwan, which I didn't even know that we had control of. Like, I guess we still control Iwo Jima and stuff like that. So I think we're gonna establish a Taiwanese dominion. That's pretty cool. The Dominion of Taiwan. And this is fun. Mexico's invading California and Texas, and there's this big coalition fighting against the evil Empire of Mexico. And now we are doing neuron complexity theorem. We're activating the neurons of our amalgamates. One day though, I'm gonna be disappointed if the devs of Pax Britannica don't include some sort of amalgamate overthrowing of some country's government path. That would be cool. Just think about how cool it would be, maybe. And for military stuff, we're going to play to our advantages and do dominate the skies, and then we're going to do bleeding edge armor developments. And then here, I think we're going to just reinforce the capital fleet, but my plan right now is to mainly use CAS to destroy all of the enemy navies. And I'm probably not even going to do anything with the navy because I assume our navy is ultimately powerful in this mod. It's called Pax Britannica after all. If we don't rule the waves, I don't know what we are, or what Pax Britannica even means. Well, ladies and guys, this is the moment that we've been waiting for, the 1937 general election. And remember, this mod starts in 1933, so this is like 1940 in vanilla. We've been here for a while, and now in this election, we're going to let the Workers' Union Party win, which isn't a very good party to have winning if you're an imperialist. And this is the best thing ever. France is at war with Napoleon the Sixth in Corsica. I don't know why Napoleon rules over Corsica, but it's perfect. It makes complete sense. We should definitely invite them to the imperial powers somehow. And well, the Empire of Mexico won, and the national state of France won. I think it's impossible to play as Napoleon right now, but I'm sure he'll have a very fun path one day in a few years in version 1.9 of this mod. Ooh, and the sexy Empire of Brazil is unifying its region. And the French are invading the Dutch and therefore invading the United Kingdoms of Germany. I don't know. I wish we could invite them to our faction or do something to stop France. Because if France beats Germany, all hope is lost. They'll be too powerful and too strong, and we'll just have to submit to them. I'll just make some naval invasions just in case. The Second Great War, that's That's fun. That's not scary at all. With this principle, you may live to see man-made horrors beyond your comprehension. Tesla, hell is let loose. Yeah, I found it. We do have a decision to intervene against France. We just need 50% war support. Oh, here we go. The Ottoman Empire has revolted against Russia and joined our faction without our permission, but I'll allow it. We'll help the Ottoman Empire. We need to take their city back and give it back to the Turkish hands that it belongs in, and we'll get nice trade access through there. Yeah, and I think this is a defensive war. Yeah, it's a defensive war, so now we have enough war support to intervene against France. Yes. Okay, here we go. I'll just wait until the landing craft finishes researching, and then we're ready. Oh, America, yes. Send over your 111 divisions. It is time to begin. It is time. And marvelous, the imperial powers will now be known as the League of Nations, proclaimed in London today. Okay, this is gonna be good. It's not looking the best right now, but trust me, this is gonna be great soon once we finish researching our naval landing craft research in 20 days. And now we will get some emergency wartime powers. And Portugal is now in our faction. I think this is a good opportunity to send over 111 Americans to Portugal. And this front looks like it'll be successful. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? And we have taken Paris after days, or more like hours of intense fighting. British troops have broken through French defensive lines into Paris. A British flag flies above the Eiffel Tower today. And Spain had no divisions defending their capital, well, their current capital, Barcelona. That's an oversight. I think that might capitulate them, that oversight. That's a fun way to capitulate Spain. Now we have the Provisional Spanish Kingdom led by Francisco Franco. The one front that's really doing bad is Italy's front, so we're going to send some help to Italy. I should have expected this, but it's whatever. Now we will fight our way up here and encircle all the French divisions on the Italian front. They do control a port, but once we encircle them, we should be able to push them out of the port. Okay, and we only need to take one more French victory point, and then the French are going to be knocked out of the war. And there we go, a success not seen since Napoleon. Now we will go do what Napoleon failed to do, and go east. So France will be restored to pre-war borders. France shall be partially demilitarized, or Francia delenda est. There we go, goodbye. Oh, look at this beautiful France. This is what I like to see. Oh, and our cute little Dominion of Taiwan just asked to join the fight. That's very cute. Vietnam joined too. Here we go. One final battle, and then the League of Nations will triumph over all the world. Habsburgs and Windsors united at the top of everything, except Mexico and Brazil, because Mexico and Brazil are too powerful to be conquered. And of course, the Empire of Grand Colombia. Latin America is out of reach. Everything else, though. And Königsberg will soon fall to these... I don't even know which divisions these are. Are these the Americans? No, these are our bad divisions we started with. Still, we don't need good divisions anymore. I'm disbanding most of my divisions anyway, because we're kind of low on infantry equipment, and I don't think we will need divisions where we're going. We are entering, of course, the second Pax Britannica, but this time it's a Pax Britannica with Imperial Communist Britain. Now we just have to push probably all the way to the Ural Mountains. It'll be a little while, but time will pass swiftly if we just keep the game running while I look over the cool focus tree and admire how good it is. This is perfect. Thank you for not making us fight this war forever. Russia sues for peace. The bear finally has been brought low. Yeah, this is gonna take a little while. I like how we now have established British mandates in all of Russia's biggest cities. Oh, okay. we are now getting TNO. So now we are hoping the all-Russian Provisional Pro-Republican Army beats the Russian anti-treaty insurrection. We want those who support this treaty to win. Notably though, we are still at war with Sud-West Africa, so we're gonna send some guys over to finish off this last enemy. And with France and Russia defeated, we can now do Britain forever and do our final focuses here. Hong Kong has 22 divisions. That's a lot of divisions, Hong Kong. You're preparing for something, I can tell. And I think that's about it in terms of stuff we can do. We of course have a few more post-war focuses, but as for the main conflict, I think that's about it. I don't know, maybe there's some extra stuff, but this feels like the end. And this is 6 years into the game, so the equivalent of 42 in vanilla, which is generally when a lot of playthroughs and stuff end, so I'd believe it. But before we finish this up completely, I will give some of my thoughts on the mod about things, and then we will end it off here. Maybe to pick this mod back up and play as France. I don't really want to play as Germany because I feel like the same thing would happen, but a France playthrough would be interesting too. So I'd say my favorite parts of the mod is definitely the technology and the steampunk aspects, though it doesn't really play too much into the mod yet, or maybe I'm just not looking hard enough. I definitely think America needs to have some sort of national spirit that weakens them as much as the British Raj is weakened in vanilla, so that Britain can't benefit as much from them, similar to how Britain can't benefit incredibly from India in vanilla HOI4. I have to say, ending it off with those scripted peace deals, that was quite the nice touch. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the Mosley path completed. It's not even really the Mosley path, you know, it's just the communist revolution path. I don't even know if you could really call it that, or if it's more so just the communist totalitarian thing path. Either way, we couldn't get that. I could do another playthrough for it, but it's probably not worth a second playthrough for. Next time I will promise I won't fail you. But yeah, I can't wait to see where this mod ends up going.